Well, that may be true, but ostentatious display of wealth is at the very least improper, no, and undesirable for public officials, di ba? Pero bakit mo ililimit sa ombudsman? Why can't you have media do lifestyle checks? O di ba, alam ko sa social media na lifestyle check ng ibang pamilya ng mga ibang nababanggit sa atin mga disputes. Di ba? No, I mean, kayo, you have the capability to do it, and I don't see any reason why media should not be allowed to do this, or anybody for that matter. Ang natin, what we have to focus on, if we're going to review yung mga batas, covering these things, is when does improper display of your possessions constitute something that is inimical or contrary to the society's values and beliefs, no? And worse, when is it contrary to law? Parang ganyan. Kasi magla-lifestyle check ka, hindi lang para machismis, di ba? Magla-lifestyle check siya para makasuhan mo. Kasi after na lifestyle check mo yan, hindi niya mapaliwanag, hanapin mo na yung kanyang BIR, hanapin mo na yung kanyang SALN. Di ba? Kasi kadalasan, humingi ka ng BIR return ng tao, hindi man bibigay sa iyo eh. Di ba? Kasi meron din mga data privacy kung ano-ano. Nobody can just come in. I think even the Freedom of Information Act does not allow that. That I will go ask for your BIR return, hindi naman siguro pwede yun. But, kung nakita ka na meron kang ostentatious display of wealth, siguro that should be enough basis for an investigative body to look into the records of a public official. Di ba?
Sir, last question on my part. Sir, yung sa SALN lang po. Kasi si Ombudsman Martires din po, ito may memorandum circular siya, 2020 also, restricting the access of the SALN. Hindi niya, kahit mag-request ka sa Ombudsman, hindi niya ibibigay kung walang consent ng may-ari ng SALN. Dapat po ba, kailangan na po bang palitan yung memo na yun na nagre-require pa ng consent ng may SALN? Dapat po ba mas accessible yung SALN ng public officials? Kasi considering po, di ba, meron ding batas na kapag hindi, kaya po nire-require ang public officials to file SALN, kapag hindi nag-match yung income sa kung anong meron ka na assets, ill-gotten yun. Yun po kasi yung jurisprudence on that. Ng batas. So, how do you view this, sir? Dapat ba mas maging accessible yung SALN ng public officials?
I do not think there is anything kasi in the law that prevents a SALN document from being given to the public. Kasi, you know, it should be a public record. Why are you going to have a SALN kung confidential? Di ba? So, the purpose of that is to, the purpose of that is to ensure that there is no, ill-gotten wealth on the part of anyone. So, kung meron man sa batas na nagbabawal yan, tingin ko dapat amyendahin na yun. No? And then, since the public office is a public trust, all documents that you submit in order to get into that public office should also be public.
So, the Ombudsman, sir, should grant request for SALN, would you say?
I think he should, unless there is any law that prevents him from doing it. Baka that is just a policy.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Lineska. Next up is El Tobias from IBC 13.
Yes, here po. Sir, good afternoon. Sir, public sentiment question lang naman po. Since kahapon nga po yung kauna-unahang People's Budget Review na nangyari po sa Kamara. Some of the CSOs, sir, or if not, most of them, ang hiling po nila ay greater transparency. Mas mabigat na paniningil sa pananagutan. Doon daw po sa mga, they quote it, na nananamantala sa budget at hindi nilalaan sa tama. Sir, connected with that, they're calling for Freedom of Information Bill na may tulak na isang mekanismo kung saan mas madali nilang ma-access yung mga nangyayari sa loob at labas ng gobyerno. Kung sakasakaling may ganun, sir, are you in support of it? At paano po ba yung magiging itsura nun para itulak yung ganung klaseng mekanismo, sir?
Hindi ko pa nakikita yung proposal na ganyan. In general, in the principle of freedom of information, I'm in favor. No? The specifics of that, I would have to see. because there is, beyond a certain point, it becomes intrusion into matters you shouldn't go into. But given that we are public officials, that should be a very flexible and very generous boundary, di ba? So, dapat hindi masyadong limitado yung mga tao sa pagsisiyasat sa mga taong naglilingkod sa gobyerno. So, in general, I would say that I'm in favor of that idea. But we would welcome, specific proposals from them on how this will be implemented.
Personally, DS, kapag galimbawa in particular yung budget lang, yung mga kung magkano yung inilaan sa pondo na to, paano namin makikita, ano po bang magandang paraan for that?
Ako, pag natatapos yung ganyan, pinopost ko sa opisina namin eh. Ba't mo tatago? Di ba? So I think it should be public record also. Everybody should be allowed to see it. So I think that should be, it's not confidential eh. General Appropriations Act, yung ganyan kakapal, hindi naman tinatago yun eh. Hindi naman nakamark na secret eh. No, I think it's an open document. In fact, linalabas yata yan sa online eh. Kaya lang, it's really so voluminous. Sabi ko nga, there will probably be like 20,000 items na unless talagang mahaba pasensya mo, na iisa-isahin mo talaga yon. Ang hirap talaga maintindihan. Kami, matagal na ako dyan sa ganyang klaseng trabaho. Hinahirapan pa rin ako eh. Yung pa kayang hindi pa niya alam ang sistema. No? So, yeah, I think, but on the issue of should it be available? Absolutely.
Sir, last question na lang from my end. After the calls of some leaders here in the House, kinumpirma po ni Infracom Chair Terry Ridon na iimbitahan po nila si Baguio City Mayor Benji Magalong formally para sabihin yung mga nalalaman niya with certain allegations, sir. Your sentiment on that po, and then yung openness din ng committee na magkaroon nga ng independent body para masigurong walang kinikilingan yung investigasyon ng Kamara patungkol dito.
Well, ayokong pangunahan yung committee, no? Kasi siyempre they have their own responsibilities. It is their sphere now, no, of concern. Ako I hope they will be very vigilant and very exhaustive in their investigation. Kasi they are investigating criminal liability. Kaya andun yung Committee on Good Government which can, recommend filing of cases, they probably, they do have the power also of subpoena and to declare a person in contempt if they do not answer. So parang, quasi-judicial proceeding mangyayari doon. So I think that to that extent, I hope tutukan nila lahat. Tsaka walang sasantuhin. May nabanggit dito. Patawag na dito lang naman kung may nabanggit dito sa house, andyan lang naman opisina niyan. Hindi patawag nila. Di ba? With respect to Mayor Magalong, nakausap niya na rin ang presidente, I think, when they were in Rio Tuba. Siguro kwento niya dito kung anong napag-usapan nila. And I know that he has a lot of information about engineering things. Kasi medyo nakakaintindi dyan si Mayor Magalong as far as I know.
Thank you, Earl. Do we still have additional questions from the media? Okay, Red Mendoza from Manila Times. Please proceed.
Hi po, Kong. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Kong, ito nga, sabi nyo nga na mag-lifestyle check na po ang media and yung public. Pero, do you think po ba yung nangyayari ngayon na parang people's lifestyle check sa mga anak ng mga di umano yung mga contractor, anak ng mga na mga nagpo-flaunt ng wealth, does it violate their right to due process? Kasi parang ang dating, they're being, well, of course, sa tingin ng iba, baka kina-cancel sila. Or baka the next thing na makita nila, sunugin na sila on the stick. Sunugin na sila or ibatuhin na sila ng taong bayan. What's your take on this po?
Alam mo, this freedom of information versus right to privacy, that is a decades-old conflict. There are all kinds of opinions either way. I think every society formulates its own standards as to these two realities, no? Depending on what are the sensitivities and culture of their people. But it is always a moving target, no? Ibig sabihin, walang final solution yan eh. That's why you see the laws are always constantly being amended, no? Even in the United States and in Europe and even in Asia, no? Laging tuloy-tuloy ang diskusyon dyan. I think that, with evolving means of communication also, wala naman online dati, di ba? So ngayon, pag linabas mo pinost mo doon, mas kalat yun, ano? Dati, ang libel mo lang, nasa dyaryo. Ngayon, hindi. All kinds, di ba? So, it's very hard to come up with a black and white answer dyan, eh. Lalo na from me, na I'm not really an expert on the law in that regard. Pero, yung concern na you're implying about people being, who are, put to light, no? Dyan sa mga ganyan, being subjected to potential physical personal danger. I think that's something na dapat pag-isipan din, no? Na hindi naman siguro tama na they will experience physical danger because of the whatever other people are saying,
Kung last question na lang on my end. Yun nga po yung sa inyong resolution nga po na you want to reveal those funders po ba? Ano po ang parang end game po nito or in the long run? Are you hoping po ba na sana magkaroon ng reforms sa DBM level? Kasi parang yung focus yung nga po is doon sa budgeting level. So ano yung end game nyo nito? Kasi I've been following your career po, Kong, since 10 years na po, and you've been an expert on this one. So ano po yung end game po dito sa pag-file ng resolution na ito?
Nabanggit ko yung yung development budget decree, no, that was signed during martial law. Siguro maybe we should try to then there was a batasan bill also on that. Siguro we should try to review that. Tingnan natin kung meron tayong mga provisions na pwedeng alisin, no. Like kasi kung minsan over time nagkakaroon ng mga kumbaga policies eh. Like for example, on certain projects in the budget, sasabihin, 70% national, 30% local. Yung mga ganon, those are not part of the law. Those are really ginawa lang nila yan dahil maybe for the exigencies of the moment, But tignan natin dapat kasi talaga yan. Dapat ang mapagbabawal, Kung gagawa tayo ng mga panukalang pagbabago sa ating mga procedure diyan sa budgeting is pigilin natin yung parking of funds. Pigilin natin yung improper transferring of all funds, no? At kasi mas maraming mga matatalino ngayon na nakaisip ng kung anong paraan eh. Gaya niyan, sa tingin ko yung ginagawa sa amin, yung kinakarambola yung aming National Expenditure Program. Kasi binawasan kami lahat eh. Like ako binawasan kami ng about 40% of what was our budget compared to last year. But kung titignan mo yung total, halos hindi nagbabago eh. So napunta ngayon. Di ba? Saan napunta yun? Tapos meron kang NEP na ganyan. Linagay doon. Yung sa Marikina. Completed projects. Anong mangyari doon? Siyempre, hindi mo ulitin, di ba? O anong gagawin mo sa pondong na-approve doon? Di, gagawa ka naman ng sarili mong project ngayon kung saan mo i-implement yun. Popondohan mo yung walang pondo. Yung mga ganun eh. All of those kailangan balikan. Kasi we take for granted na okay na lahat eh. Apparently, hindi okay. I think if there's anything we learned over the past year, it's that things are not okay. And they need to be fixed. Diba?
Thank you po, Kong.
Yeah, thank you.
Salamat, Red. We have additional questions coming in. Bibian Gulia from ABS-CBN 2. Please proceed.
Hi, Kong. Good afternoon. In relation with the lawmakers allegedly being linked to flood control projects, may we get your thoughts on how government officials should address questions on accountability? Kasi po, a fellow congressman, Representative Gomez, when asked about allegations linking him to a flood control project that recently collapsed, accused those who tried to get his side of being paid as part of a supposed media spin. And then he posted on social media screenshots of private conversations with said media practitioners, exposing their names and personal contact number. Can this be subject of an ethics complaint po, sir?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I encourage you to bring it before the ethics committee here. Hindi naman pwede mga ganun. No, I mean, you are asked to explain something. You are a legislator. You explain. No? Kaya tayo naging legislator dahil tingin ng tao marunong tayo magpaliwanag. Tapos yung ganyan na personal na napakalinaw na kailangan may paliwanag.